Good morning, students. Last class we discussed about rate of reaction, rate law, factors affecting on rate of reaction, zero order reaction, first order reaction, zero order examples, units of zero order, first order. Today we are going to discuss about first order reaction example, continuation of first order reaction. In the first order reaction, definition, derivative part, derivation part, next units of first order. Next, final one, examples of first order reaction. These are the examples of first order reaction. First one, all radioactive disintegration reactions are under first order reaction. Radioactive decay reactions. Next, second example, decomposition of nitrogen pentoxide is a first order reaction. Here, decomposition of hydrogen peroxide is also a first order reaction. If you see this reaction, here concentration terms of hydrogen peroxide is 2 moles. Stoichiometric equation is 2. But order is first order. Why? Because order is experimental data. So order is from rate law. Here theoretically number of moles are 2, but experimentally only 1 mole influences the rate of a reaction. So it is a first order reaction with respect to the hydrogen peroxide decomposition reaction. So hydrogen peroxide decomposition is a first order, nitrogen pentoxide decomposition is a first order. Next, radioactive disintegration reactions are first order reactions. Next, after first order, next topic is pseudo order reaction. Pseudo order reaction means theoretically the order of reaction is different, experimentally order of reaction is different. For example, theoretically order is 2, but experimentally order is 1. Such type of reactions are called pseudo order reaction. In our syllabus, pseudo first order reactions are there. By seeing this example, hydrolysis of this ester, methyl acetate hydrolysis. Reactants are methyl acetate and H2O. But experimentally, theoretically, methyl acetate is there, H2O is there. We may think the reaction may depends on H2O and methyl acetate. But experimentally, the rate of reaction is influenced by only methyl acetate, but not H2O. Why? Because here H2O is an excess quantity, so concentration is taken as unity. So this H2O concentration may not influence the rate of reaction of hydrolysis of methyl acetate. So rate of reaction is proportional to concentration of methyl acetate to the power of 1, concentration of H2O to the power of 0. So rate of reaction does not influence by H2O. It is influenced by only methyl acetate. So order of reaction is 1. Theoretically it looks like 2. Order is 2, but experimentally order is 1. Say next example. Sucrose hydrolysis to give glucose and fructose. Aldose, ketose. Aldehyde functional group is there means glucose. Ketone functional group is there means fructose. This one hydrolysis, sucrose hydrolysis to give glucose and fructose. Here rate of reaction is influenced by only concentration of the sucrose. This is about pseudo order reaction. Pseudo order reaction in pseudo first order reaction is the order of reaction theoretically may be 2, but experimentally it is 1. Such type of reactions are called pseudo first order reaction. This is about first order reaction. Now zero order reaction, derivation, units, examples completed. First order reaction also derivation, units, examples completed. Next topic pseudo order reaction is also completed. Next topic half-life reaction. The definition of half-life is the time taken for consumption of 50% of a reaction, or the time required to complete the 50% of the reaction, or reactant concentration is 50%, that is called half-life. The time required to complete the 50% of reaction, or the time at which the reactant concentration become half, reactant concentration become 50%, that is called half-life. It is represented with T of half-life, T of. Now we need to calculate half-life for zero order reaction and first order reaction. First we will see half-life for zero order reaction. Zero order reaction, this is zero order rate constant K is equal to R naught minus R by T. This reaction we know, we derive this equation. K is equal to R naught minus R by T. K is a zero order rate constant, T is the time,
zero time, that means initial concentration. Now the time is T of time. K is constant, K is equal to T become of T of initial concentration is always constant. Initial concentration is always 100%. Now at T of time, reactant concentration become of. Reactant concentration become of. So it become half of initial concentration. Again, R naught is initial concentration. It is 100%. We can't change this one. Reactant concentration at T time here. If it is T of reactant concentration is half of initial concentration. Half of initial concentration. So initial concentration is R naught by 2. So R is equal to R naught by 2. Next, here R naught minus R naught by 2. R naught minus R naught by 2 we will get R naught by 2. So it is R naught by 2. By here T of is already there. So K is equal to R naught minus R naught by 2. Value is R naught by 2 T of. Now we need to calculate the equation for T of. T of is equal to K comes here R naught by 2K. R naught by 2K. Here K is a constant. Zero order rate constant. T is a constant. So constant here. T of is directly proportional to initial concentration. T of is directly proportional to initial concentration. So T of value gradually decreases means initial concentration also decreases. That means initial concentration gradually decreases means T of also decreases. Initial concentration become off means T of also become again off from the time. This is about relationship between T of and initial concentration. Directly proportional. Next, first order T of life. What is first order reaction? K is equal to 2.303 by T log R naught by R. This one we derive. K is equal to 2.303 by T log R naught initial concentration by R. Initial concentration by concentration at T time. Now T become T of. T become T of. So K is equal to 2.303 by T of log R naught. Initial concentration is 100%. Reactant concentration at T of is, we already discussed it. Reactant concentration at T of is equal to R naught by 2. R naught by 2. So R become R naught by 2. When the time is T of, when the time is T of, R is R naught by 2. Now here log R naught by R naught by 2. Then R naught gets cancelled. 2 becomes here. Then K is equal to 2.303 by T of log 2 value. Log 2. We know log 2 value 0.3010. 0.3010. 2.303 into 0.3010. Value is 0.693. So K is equal to 0.693 by T of. T of is equal to 0.693 by K. This is about first order of life. First order of life. So first order of life is constant. This is constant. This is also constant. So first order of life is there is no effect of concentration on first order of life. Here first order of life of zero order reaction influenced by initial concentration, depends on initial concentration. Here of life is independent of concentration. This is about first order of life reaction. Now we discuss zero order reaction, first order reaction, zero order of life, first order of life. This is about order of reaction is completed. Now we will discuss the molecularity of a reaction, that is the next topic. We discussed about zero order, first order of life. Next topic is molecularity of a reaction. Order of reaction definition is sum of the powers of concentration terms involves in experimental rate equation. Molecularity of a reaction is number of elements involves in, number of molecules involves in elementary reaction. Elementary reaction means we know single step reactions are called elementary reaction. So molecularity definition is number of molecules involves in elementary reaction, or one more definition is the total number of molecules involves in slow step of a reaction. Here reactions are classified into slow step, two types based on the speed. Slow step reaction, fast step reaction. Molecularity can be calculated at slow step of a reaction. Slow step is also called rate determining step. Again, molecularity of a reaction is the number of molecules involved in a elementary reaction, single step reaction, total number of molecules. If it is multiple step reaction, the number of molecules involved in a slow step of a reaction or rate determining step of a reaction. This is an elementary reaction. 2Hi gives rise to H2 plus I2. Then total number of molecules involved in the reaction 2. So molecularity is 2. Order is different. Order is from experimental data. Molecularity from reaction, by reading the mechanism of the reaction, we can understand the molecularity reaction. So molecularity we can understand from theoretical data. Order is we can calculate from experimental data. Now we will see the difference between order and molecularity. What is the order definition? Sum of the powers of concentration terms involved in experimental rate equation. Rate of reaction proportional to concentration of A to the power of 1, concentration of B to the power of 2. This is experimental rate equation. For example, experimental rate is proportional to concentration of A to the power of 1, concentration of B to the power of 2. If this is experimental rate equation, sum of the powers of concentration terms 1 plus 2, then what is the order? Order is 3. This is molecularity. It is from theoretical data. Theoretical data is how many molecules are involved in the reaction. That is theoretical data. One more, rate of reaction. Here A plus 2B gives rise to C plus D products. This is the general equation. Experimentally, rate of reaction is equal to concentration of A to the power of 1, B to the power of 2. Theoretically same value, experimental also same value. So order is 3. Sometimes the rate of reaction may not depends on the concentration of A. So we won't consider the concentration of A for rate of the reaction, experimental rate equation. Now the order is only 2. But molecularity is 1 plus 2, 3. So molecularity from theoretical data, order is from experimental data. Okay, this is about order and molecularity. Now we will see the difference between order and molecularity. The sum of the powers of concentration terms involved in experimental rate equation is called order. Number of molecules involved in elementary reaction is called molecularity. If it is multiple step reaction, number of molecules involved in slow step of a reaction or rate determining step of a reaction is called molecularity. Next, so it is the experimental data, it is a theoretical data. Second difference. Third difference is it may be 0, fractional or whole number. Already we discussed. The order may be 0, fractional or whole number. But molecularity is always a whole number. The maximum molecularity is 3. Next difference, here already discussed, pressure temperature effect will be there for order. If we change temperature and pressure, the order will change. But here there is no pressure and temperature effect on molecularity. This is therefore difference between order and molecularity. For PU part, this is important. Order and molecularity difference. Now, next we will see numericals related to rate of reaction, first order reaction, zero order reaction, first order offline, zero order offline. One more, the effect of temperature on rate of reaction, effect of temperature, activation energy, rate constant. So we will see the formulas, then we will start the numericals. See, rate of reaction, average rate. What is rate of reaction? Decreasing concentration of reactant, increasing concentration of product. With respect to the reactant, decreasing concentration, so minus sign, minus delta R by delta T, change in concentration by change in time. On this, there be possibility of numerical. If the reaction is 2A gives rise to P, product. Here, A, reactant. So, same, minus delta A by delta T, but stoichiometric coefficient is 2. So, it is 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, delta A, concentration of A by delta T. If the equation is like this, only reactant, minus delta R by delta T. If the stoichiometric coefficients are there, 1 by minus 1 by 2. If it is 3, 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3. If it is 4, minus 1 by 4. Delta A, reactant is A by delta T. Based on this, numericals are possible. Second one, zero order reaction, zero order rate constant equation. K is equal to R naught minus R by T. What is R naught? Initial concentration. What is R? Concentration at T time. So this is rate constant, zero order rate constant. Already we discussed this one. Half life, zero order half life. What is half life? The time required to the time required at which the initial reacted concentration become half 50%. Then zero order half life T of is equal to formula R naught by 2K. R naught by 2K, initial concentration by 2K. So T of is proportional to initial concentration. T of value depends on initial concentration for zero order half life. Next, first order rate constant K is equal to 2.303 by T log R naught by R. 2.303 constant, time T log R naught, initial concentration R, concentration at T time. Next, T of half life for first order reaction. Half life for first order reaction T of is equal to 0.693 by K. So first order half life is independent of concentration, it is constant. 0.693 is constant, K is also constant. So first order half life is independent of concentration, independent of initial concentration, it is a constant. Next, important, this formula is important, already we discussed this derivation is of log K2 by K1 is equal to EA, activation energy, by 2.303 R, T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. This is about different rate constant, activation energy, gas constant, T1 temperature, T2 temperature. This is about change in effect of temperature on rate of reaction on rate constant. This is about formulas related to rate of reaction, first order reaction, zero order reaction, first order half life, zero order half life, and effect of temperature on rate of reaction. Next we will see the numericals related to these formulas. Next we will see the numericals related to these formulas. First numerical, reactant is converted into product. The concentration of reactant changes from 0.03 molar to 0.02 molar. Initial concentration, final concentration. Initial concentration is 0.03, final concentration is 0.02 molar. Time is 25 minutes. Calculate average rate. Rate of reaction or average rate we know. Decreasing concentration of reactant, increasing concentration of product. Here, decreasing concentration average rate with respect to the reactant minus reactant concentration is changing from 0.03 to 0.02. So, rate of reaction with respect to the reactant. With respect to the reactant, always minus sign, average rate. Delta R, change in concentration of reactant by change in time. So it is a minus sign. Why? For the reactant decreasing concentration. Minus R2 minus R1. Final concentration minus initial concentration. Final concentration is 0.02. Initial concentration is 0.03. R2 minus R1 by T2 minus T1. Already time is given 25 minutes. Total change in time is 25 minutes. Then 0.02 minus 0.03. Already minus sign is there. 0.02 minus 0.03 value 0.01. That is a minus value. So minus 0.01. Here already minus is there. Minus into minus plus. So 0.01 we can write 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2. 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2 by 25. 1 by 25 into 10 to the power of minus 2. You will get the value 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4. This is molarity, concentration by minutes. If we want to calculate this value in seconds by 60, then we will get the answer in concentration molarity per second. Now this is in minutes. My time is given in minutes. This is about first numerical. Second one, calculate the time in seconds. Time in seconds we need to calculate the decomposition of nitrogen peroxide N2, nitrogen pentoxide N2O5, which is the first order reaction. It is a first order reaction already given. Time we need to calculate. Here, when the concentration of N2O5 nitrogen pentoxide is dropped from 0.01 to 0.01, 0.1 to 0.01. Initial concentration is 0.1. Then, when it is decreased, the concentration is 0.01, 0.1 to 0.01. K value is given. Related to K, time first order reaction formula K is equal to 2.303 by T log R naught by R. That is the formula. Again, here decomposition of nitrogen pentoxide, time we need to calculate, K value is given, concentration initial is given, concentration at certain time 0.01 molar is given. So concentration is given, K value is given, we need to calculate the time. In first order formula, K is equal to 2.303 by T log R naught by R. This is the formula. We need to calculate the time. So time is equal to, this time is equal to K comes here. Then formula 2.303 by K log R naught by R. Time we need to calculate, time is equal to here 2.303. K value is given already. K value is 6.22 into 10 to the power of minus 4 second inverse. K value here 6.22 into 10 to the power of minus 4 second inverse log initial concentration. Concentration is changing from 0.1 molar to 0.01 molar. So here initial concentration 0.1 molar, here 0.01 molar, here 0.1 10 to the power of minus 1, 0.001, sorry 0.1 by 0.01, 10 to the power of minus 1, 10 to the power of by 10 to the power of minus 1 by 10 to the power of minus 2. 1 by 10 to the power of minus 1, it comes here 10 to the power of 1. Log 10 value is 1. So no need to take this value. This one 2.303 by 6.22 into 10 to the power of minus 4. If we calculate this one, T value is 3.7 into 10 to the power of 3 seconds. This is about first order. This is about numerical based on first order. Next important, T of a reaction is 10 minutes. This type of reactions are important. Numericals are important. T of a reaction is 10 minutes. Half life is given. For the first order, the reaction is first order. What percent of a reactant unreacted at the end? 50 minutes. This is first order. First order. Here this is first order half life. Related to first order half life. First order half life is constant. So first order half life is independent of concentration of reactant. Independent of concentration of reactant. But here 10 T of value is given when time is 50 minutes. So 10, 10, third time, fourth time, fifth time. The unreacted value we need to calculate. We will see first reactant is 100%. Reactant is 100%. T of value is given 10 minutes. What is T of when the initial reactant concentration become half? Initial reactant concentration is 100%. After this value, after the 10 minutes, T of value, the initial concentration become half 50. This is for first 10 minutes. We need to calculate for 15 minutes. Then this is for first 10 minutes. Then this is now initial concentration. Initial concentration now become half. Again, this value is constant. T of value is constant. Why? According to formula, T of for first order reaction is constant. 0.693 is constant. K is also constant. So here also T of is constant. Here 10 minutes. Here also 10 minutes. 20 minutes over. Now 50 is converted into 25%. Again T of 25 is converted into half of 25. 12.5. This is 10 again. 10 plus 10 plus 10. 30 over. We need to calculate for 50 minutes. Next, 12.5 is converted into half of 12.5. 6.25. Again 10 minutes. Then 6.25 half of this value. 3.125. See time 10 plus 10 plus 10. 30 plus 40 plus 10. 50. Now 50 minutes unreacted value is 3.125. This is for first order half-life calculation. Half-life calculation. Next we will see fourth numerical. Next fourth numerical. If half-life for a first order reaction is 25 seconds, what is the time required for 100 grams of substance is converted into 1.25 grams of substance? Again, the question is about the first order. Half-life is given 25 seconds. When the substance is converted from 10 grams to 1.25 grams, we need to calculate the time. Here, first order half-life, we know it is a constant. It is independent of concentration. Here, substance is converting from 10 grams to 1.25 grams. First 10 grams to half-life, 25 seconds is given. So 10 grams of substance is converted into 5 grams within the time period of 25 seconds. Now we need to convert this substance to 1.25 grams. 10 gram of substance to 5 gram. Half-life is 25 seconds. Now 5 gram of substance to 2.5 grams. Time is 25 seconds. Why? Half-life is constant. So here half-life is equal to here also half-life is 25 seconds, 25 seconds. Now 2.5 grams of substance is converted into 1.25 grams. So 10 grams of substance finally converted into 1.25 grams. Here first half-life, second half-life, third half-life. So total time is 25 into 3, then 75 seconds. This is for fourth numerical. Next important fifth numerical. The rate constant at 500 Kelvin, 700 Kelvin. Rate constant at 500 Kelvin is 0.02. At 700 Kelvin is 0.07 second inverse. Calculate the energy of activation. Here rate constants are given K1, K2. Temperature T1, T2 are given. Related to activation energy, this is the formula. K1, K2 is given. 2.303 constant, R is constant, T1, T2 values are given. We need to calculate activation energy. So, formula log K2 by K1 is equal to activation energy by 2.303 R, T2 minus T1 by T1, T2. Here, log K2 means the rate constant value at T2, rate constant value at T2. This is T1 rate constant value, this is T2 rate constant value. T1 lower temperature, T2 higher temperature. Rate constant value K2 0.07. K1 at T1 0.02. 0.07 by 0.02. Value is 3.5. Then log 3.5 value we need to calculate is equal to EA by 2.303. R value in joules 8.314 into T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1. T2 700 minus 500. T2 minus T1 200 here. Next T1 T2. Then 700 500 into 700. Then EA is equal to here 0.07 by 0.02. Here 0.07 by 0.02 value is 3.5. Log 3.5 value is 0.544. 0.544. Next up, here 2.303, 8.314, 700 into 500 by 700 minus 500 value is 200. If we calculate this one, we will get the activation energy. Activation energy value 18,228 joules per mole. This is about fifth numerical. Rest numericals you need to practice. By tomorrow, we will forward the rest numericals to the group. Next up, I need to understand log values. Now, remember the values. During explanation of objective, I will explain how to calculate the log value without log table. Now, just remember the values and practice the rest numericals. Thank you very much.